Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Live Radiantly on YouTube, a talk show dedicated to guiding you through the challenges of life with curiosity, creativity, and a spark of imagination. My name is Stephanie McLeod-Estevez. I'm an art therapist and breast cancer survivor. I'm passionate about helping everyone, including myself, feel resilient and capable so that we can navigate the ups and downs of life and discover our unique radiance. After all, your radiance is how you identify what's possible so that you can move from surviving to thriving. Join me each week as I discuss thought provoking themes and then guide you through a live art therapy experiential so that you can explore how the theme impacts your life with the goal of understanding yourself better. While I do hope you'll walk away each week feeling inspired, please note that this show is not a replacement for therapy itself. I do hope that what I have to share will benefit how you see yourself, others, and the world around you. Today, we're talking about the different kinds of blessings and their influence with our healing and growth work. This theme is inspired by the therapist I met this past week who attended a training about art therapy for self-love. It's always an honor and a blessing to have a chance to connect with people who do similar work in this way. And I thought about that experience and it inspired today's theme. In the second half of the show, we'll do an art therapy experiential that will help you explore the theme. If you've never tried art therapy before, no worries. I'm going to guide you through the process. And like everything else in life, it gets easier the more you try. A quick note. You can do art therapy by actually creating something on paper, of course, or by using your imagination. The good news is that both ways can benefit you. So if you're driving in a car or like I'm frequently doing cooking or washing dishes while watching YouTube, or unable to stop whatever it is you're doing to draw or paint, that's okay. You can imagine what you'd create and then when you have time, put it down on paper. So today we're going to look at the different kinds of blessings that impact our lives and how they can both fill our cups as well as challenge us to heal and grow. And like so many things in life, blessings live on a spectrum. Today we're going to highlight three kinds: the ones that spark joy and connection, the blessings in disguise, and the provocative ones that really challenge us. But before we dive in, if there's a part of you that feels resistance to this idea that blessings help us heal and grow, I want you to know I do understand. It's taken me a long time to surrender and accept this, especially around the most tender parts of my life. But as I learned how to take care of myself better, as I've learned how to show empathy towards myself that I'm so willing to give to others, as I've adapted a mindset of influence instead of control, it has helped me to open up to the full spectrum of the way different kinds of blessings serve us. Resistance and reluctance are often signs that you need support and rest. So if you're feeling this way, I do hope that you take a moment to see what those feelings are telling you about what you need. So let's kick off the easiest to love blessings. These are the ones that spark joy and help us feel cared for. This can look like receiving support when we are in need, material or financial gains, the blessings of our closest relationships, opportunities and adventures we've enjoyed, and more. Some blessings come from what we pursue, and others surprise us. Either way, these kinds of blessings are often welcome and are easy to identify as blessings. Then there are those quote unquote blessings in disguise that maybe we don't always see as blessings initially. This can look like the reward we receive from facing our challenges, like a boost to our resilience and our confidence when we overcome what felt impossible. Another blessing in disguise comes from the paths that did not open to us, like an opportunity that maybe we pursued and yet it didn't happen for us. And in the long run, we realize that had that come to fruition, it would have changed who we are right now. And we're okay with that, who we are and where we are today. And then, of course, there's those provocative blessings, the things that happen, which are the most difficult to accept, right, as blessings, especially at first, because they create or represent a lot of pain and turmoil in our lives. These kinds of experiences are often very provocative because of the pain they create, and they usually reflect something that we would never wish on anyone else. These tend to be lifelong lessons, the impossible pain that we confront in life, the deepest challenge to our health and well-being. They're the blessings that require grit, perseverance, and significant healing before we're able to acknowledge how they have actually transformed us in ways that we can now appreciate. I do want to say that to feel there, to get to that point and feel genuine appreciation and gratitude, it all starts by holding space, accepting and feeling compassion for all of your thoughts and feelings. If you're dealing with this kind of turmoil right here, right now, then it's an excellent reason to get into therapy. I think that this quote from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross describes the power of provocative blessings the best. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. I hope you can see that beauty within you, because each one of us has overcome something that felt impossible and defied the odds, or we're in the process of doing so. There's some great neuroscience research that shows the power of gratitude and naming our blessings, including the ones we had to work to accept as such, on our health and well-being. And I share this with you as to give you a little bit more mojo to be like, okay, why do I want to take this seriously? So gratitude's impact on your brain begins by, number one, regulating your sympathetic nervous system, where your anxiety lives, which helps you to feel more calm and find solutions. Number two, by changing your neural pathways in your brain, that's where your automated responses live, like your reactions, etc. And when you can change those neural pathways, you feel happier and more content. Number three, by creating stronger social bonds because of the increase in oxytocin, which is the love hormone that comes from expressing gratitude and hearing stories of compassion for emotional pain, which would activate what they call your mirror neurons, which is where your empathy for self and others live. So these ingredients, gratitude, working with and through pain, accepting both welcome and unwelcome blessings in our lives, all of that, it boosts our resilience. And art therapy is a wonderful way to practice these skills and get you through the process. So if this theme is resonating for you, take a moment to acknowledge what's coming up. This week's art therapy experiential is going to help you explore it. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about art therapy and how it works. So at this point, if you were listening to the radio show, this is a program I do every week on WMPG. I remind listeners what radio station they're listening to, and that my name is Stephanie, and the show Live Radiantly. Okay, now we're going to talk about what it means to art it out so that you can art in what you need. For me, this resonates with the theme of the day because the art it out, art it in process can help you hold space for your thoughts and feelings. But if today is your very first time trying art therapy, I want you to know you do not need to be an artist to benefit from this practice because there's no right or wrong way to do it. Essentially, art therapy is a type of communication that uses color, shape, and form to tell your story. The most important thing to know is that this is a practice of trusting what your creative instinct wants you to do. So if you feel a little nervous, it's okay, it'll get better. The phrase art it out evolved from the work that I do with the cancer community. It's a catchphrase we use to describe the process and how art therapy impacts your emotional well-being. Art it out is the act of getting off your chest the thoughts and feelings that are bothering you. This is a form of validation that honors your experience without judgment or trying to force yourself to feel better and more positive. You're demonstrating self-acceptance when you express what most try to repress or avoid. Although I will tell you, most of the time you feel better after arting it out. So it's lovely. Art it in is the practice of embodying the thoughts, feelings, and energy that can help you in this present moment. This is a form of responding with loving kindness to you and your situation. By representing your supportive reply through art, you'll discover the release of tension inside of your body, mind, spirit, and self. Art It In can help you tap into your creative problem solving skills. Notice what will help you move from surviving to thriving. This can be exceptionally helpful when you're trying to navigate holding space for difficult thoughts and feelings. As John Kabat-Zinn reminds us, it's not about stopping the waves, it's learning to surf them. The art it out, art it in process is one way to surf feelings that keeps your head above water as you experience life. As with everything in life, the more you practice using art therapy as a way to communicate, the easier it gets. So now if you were listening to the radio show, I would be putting on a song so that you could get ready to do the art therapy process. If you want to give the meditation a try, hit pause on the video, get out some simple art supplies, and then get yourself comfortable. I'm going to take a sip of water because that's what I do during my breaks. Okay, welcome back. You're watching Live Radiantly on YouTube. My name is Stephanie. In the second half of the show, I'm inviting you to try art therapy, whether that's on paper or in your imagination. I'll guide you through a meditation that will help you explore today's theme. Once this is complete, I'll put on a song so that you can continue to draw or imagine how today's theme of the different kinds of blessings is showing up for you right here, right now. Whatever comes up is what you're going to draw or visualize, so trust your instinct. Just before the show ends, I'll be back with guidance on where to go from here and an invitation. So today we're going to notice what it feels like to practice holding space for all the different ways that blessings show up in our lives. If you are in a place where you can soften or close your eyes, please do so. This will help you get in touch with yourself. If you're not able to do this, that's okay. Get as comfortable as you can. Take a breath in and out. Imagine that you are the host of a party, one you've created to celebrate all the ways that blessings have played a role in your life. See yourself standing at the door, greeting each blessing as they arrive. As your guests begin to enter, you see that these are the blessings that are so easy to love and appreciate, like a warm smile from a stranger that perked you up inside, a kind gesture from someone you love that made your day more easeful, the support you received from your family, friends, and community when you needed it the most, that showed you how much you were loved, that you belonged. Feel each blessing arrive and the effect they have on you. Now that the blessings have come, Now the blessings that come with your relationships, the blessing of friendship, guidance, love, acceptance, support, companionship, adventure, fun, and play. All of these qualities are walking through the door to join your party. And they have blessed your relationships through the highs and lows of life. As all of these qualities, these blessings continue to arrive, you feel how full your heart is. Next to arrive are those blessings in disguise that maybe initially presented as disappointments or obstacles, like an opportunity you wanted but didn't happen, the relationships you wanted to be a part of but they never came to fruition, the experiences that might have stung, like rejection, which now you understand was a form of protection. These are the guests that you are greeting. They are your blessings in disguise, because ultimately you saw how they benefited you, your path, your resilience, your confidence. These experiences blessed you with an understanding of how strong you are, how worthy you are, and what is meant for you. The last guests to arrive are those provocative, challenging blessings that represent the pain and the turmoil in your life. The ones you struggle to identify as blessings, despite your best efforts. And as the host, you have this sudden understanding that all you need to do at this time is to acknowledge their presence. You don't need to force feelings of gratitude that have not yet arrived on their own. And you give yourself the permission you need to take the space that will benefit you, so that you and these provocative blessings can learn how to coexist, while you take the time you need to slowly explore them, to experience what they're trying to teach you about your healing, growth, and evolution. And despite the discomfort that you feel because of their presence, you notice the power of this kind of acceptance and how it strengthens your confidence that you can stay grounded through the highs and lows of life. And for now, that is more than enough. Take a breath in and out. Feel the support of the surface beneath you, bringing you back to the here and now. Tune into your experience and the intuitive knowledge that has surfaced during this meditation. If nothing comes to mind, allow that to be your experience today. The messages might come to you as you use art therapy to represent what you experienced during this visualization. When you feel really connected to your experience, begin or continue to use creativity to reflect what happened on paper or in your imagination. Your creation may want to be abstract or lifelike. Trust your instinct as to what color, shape, and form it wants to be. And at this point in the show, I would put on a song. So if you would like to go and create, hit pause, put on some music, go do the art therapy component, but then please come back because I have a few more words to say to close up today's theme. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in for whatever reason, you're catching the tail end of Live Radiantly. I've just guided watchers through an art therapy experiential, which you can benefit from as soon as you watch the rest of this video, which would be to rewind in this case because it's not the radio and you're not checking out the podcast archives. If you've just come through the experiential with me, congratulations, you did it. You may need more time to explore, and I hope you give yourself the time that you deserve. But before we go, give your creation a title, whatever it is, the very first thing that comes to mind, because often this brings additional awareness and insight to its meaning. Write it down or mentally note what it is. I'd love to leave you today with a quote from one of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver. She reminds us, well, it's really more of a poem, but instructions for living a life. Pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it. May this serve you well as you contemplate today's theme. I invite you to be in touch with me. I really do love connecting with listeners. All of my contact details are in the YouTube profile, as well as some fun freebies and the link to my art therapy for self-love book called Grow Your Glow. All of the links are there waiting for you. Before we say goodbye, let's take a moment to breathe in what we've created together. Do you feel a shift inside? May this experience continue to reverberate throughout your day. Until we meet again, I invite you to spark your curiosity and tune into your creativity so that you can live radiantly. From my heart to yours, I hope you have enjoyed this show. Thank you for your follows, your shares, your saves. And, honestly, if you ever have a particular topic you'd like me to take a peek at, a psychological theme, a conundrum, whatever it may be, I'm always open to suggestions. Or if you have any questions that I can clarify related to art therapy, etc., happy to do that. Drop a question below and I'll let you know the best way to hear my response, because sometimes it could be video, sometimes it could be a quick typing, etc. So anyways, from my heart to yours, I hope you have a beautiful